Hey, this is Randall with how to start a cleaning business. If you're ready to start a cleaning business, take it from somebody who's already started one, and I'm here to help. I'm here to help you learn how to start your cleaning business from ground zero on up to where it makes you a full-time income, and then even when you have employees, here to help you with that kind of thing. We started a cleaning business, me and my wife, about 14 years ago. We started a cleaning business back in 2005, and now it's 2018. So, you do the math. It's been a while, and we've had a lot of struggles and successes, and I appreciate you stopping by our channel. First of all, today I want to talk about mentoring employees. Employees are the stock in trade in a cleaning business, and a lot of people, just like me, I was like, man, never hired an employee. What do I do? So hey, mentoring employees is like one of the most important things that you can do. First of all, I'm going to give you 3 points. First of all, relationships are everything. Secondly, mentoring is the key. And 3, you do the mentoring and engage employees and get great employees by actively pulling them in. Okay, first, number 1, relationships are everything. Turnover is the hardest part of the cleaning business because it's kind of a low-end job as far as pay goes, although we pay pretty well. Mostly today, we start people out at $10 an hour. So we have to price our product so that we can make a profit. But yeah, turnover is the hardest thing to control in cleaning because most people don't really like to clean. They need a job, they need extra money, and so you have to build that relationship with that person. You can't just hire them, throw them out into the workplace, and then expect them to be great number 1 star employees. It's just not going to happen. If you can control your turnover in your cleaning business, then you're going to be successful and you're going to have an epic business in more ways than just one. A lot of times we think about just making money in the cleaning business, and that is great. It allows my wife and I the freedom to travel the world and do whatever we'd like to do. Of course, we have to work in our business. We have to manage it, but relationships are everything when it comes to your employees so that you have a steady workforce that's going to be taking care of business while you're gone. Secondly, mentoring is the key. It's not enough just to hire somebody and throw them into an account with little or no training and expect a good result. It's just not going to happen. You have to get employees to the place to where they'll say to themselves, hey, if I quit this job, I'm never going to find a better place to work where people are going to treat me like these people do here. You have to get them to think that in their own head, inside of their own head. You can't just tell them, hey, you're never going to find a place that's better to work for than us. They're not going to believe that. You have to get that person through mentoring. You have to get that person to believe that. And it has to be genuine. So, mentoring is the key. Number 3, actively pulling people in. I've got 2 or 3 employees out there on the job right now that are brand new in their first and second week. And I was discussing with office manager today, we have to actively pull those people in. I've got one that's going to be a supervisor, and I've got to get out there and I've got to mentor that person. I've got to tell them my vision for the company. I have to tell them, how to think about the customer, how to think about the employees that they're going to supervise, and we have to get in there and check what I call, and there's a couple of points under this actively pulling people in. You have to get out there and check people's emotional temperature, okay? And what do you mean by that? You have to get out there with the people. If you haven't talked to somebody in 4 or 5 days, who knows what's going on inside of their head, right? Have you ever been on a job and you kind of get, I hate this job. It just sucks. Everything about it sucks. And you go for a year or 2 years. Now, if you got a good paying job, that may be okay as far as the employer's concerned. But you've got people out there that are working part-time. They could quit your job at any time, walk off, and walk away. So you have to keep track. You have to be constantly taking their emotional temperature to find out where they're at mentally and make sure that they're on board with what they're doing every night. Because it's not easy. If they have a full-time job, to leave the house and go out on a rainy night when it's cold and take bags of trash to a dumpster when it's pouring down rain, it takes a special kind of motivation for a person to do that. So take their emotional temperature, know where they're at, and you have to emotionally onboard them into your company. Now this takes a little bit of skill, but basically it all goes back to number one. It's about the relationship. You have to emotionally onboard this person to your vision. You have to, the only way to do this that I know of is through effective, or what I call high touch communication. And that means you have to be constantly reaching out to these people at least once or twice a week. It may be through text, it may be through electronic message, it may be through a phone call. It most likely is going to be through a personal visit. And you have to establish that connection with that employee where you have a special relationship with that part-time employee. Again, people can quit a part-time job in a heartbeat if you have not emotionally onboarded that person into your business. You have to make them feel special through high-touch communication. You also onboard them through selling your vision about the company and about the type of work that we do. And cleaning is a very honorable line of work to be in, and it's a very creative type of work to be in. A lot of people may think, well, I'm just sweeping the floor, whatever. No, you are creating a work environment for your customers where they can come in to a nice, clean, safe, sanitary work environment to where they can be comfortable and they can spend the majority of their time working for their employer in a good, clean, and comfortable place. So you have to sell that vision, and also you have to sell the vision that the employee is very, very important to you. And they're, first of all, employees are there for themselves. We're all there for a paycheck. You build a business for a paycheck. You build it for yourself. So the employee's first dominating motivation for being at that job at night is that they are there for themselves. And that's okay. You got to have people like that. They're there for themselves, but they have to understand that they're performing a very valuable service for the customer. And not only that, but you appreciate the dedication, the hard work, and all that they apply themselves to your business. So, your vision should be about how to help the employee and how to help the customer. So, second, it should be about the customer. Make sure they have a clean and tidy and safe and sanitized work environment where they can go in and they can feel comfortable. So anyway, that's all I got for today. Hit the subscribe button down at the bottom, and we're going to continue having updates almost daily. So if you want to learn how to start a cleaning business, hit the subscribe button right now and get the updates in your email. I appreciate your time. Have a great day.